Okay, we are live. Hello and welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I see I've got my Norelco out. I'm going to show you guys how I use, well, you can use triage oil, but you can just use straight coconut oil. It works on a lot of things. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to tell you guys this because this could save you a lot of money. You go out and buy yourself a big old jug of coconut oil, and it works on so many things. You should have some in the house. But if you don't ever want to have to buy shaving cream ever again, that's one expense you don't need. Just keep some coconut oil in the house, and when you need to shave, try the coconut oil. So some of you might be like, that's kind of weird putting coconut oil on, right? Hey, 3. What's up there, buddy? Let's see if we can get that sound up. All right, there we go. That should work. We should have some sound here. Yes. And my system sounds are remembering their settings. That's crazy. Looks like they may have fixed that on Windows 11. I've got a new fan here, so I've got 2 fans blowing on me now. Very small fans, but they feel so good. I see you discovered my favorite shave oil. I've been using it for years. What are you talking about, dude? I was using coconut oil to shave in California. I told you guys, you just don't listen to me, man. I told you guys. It even says it on my website for years. Triage oil for shaving. It says it right there. Anyway, I've got some triage oil. My coconut oil is in the bathroom right now. But if I just take some, I'm going to show you how to use it. Now, you can put it right on your face. No problem. Or another thing you can do is just take a drop and put a drop right on each head, rotary head. And it'll glide right across your skin. And the coconut oil absorbs into your skin. It's healthy. I listen, just forgot. Go to triageoil.com. You'll see it on there. I've been doing this for years, and I was just, this morning, I put some coconut oil on, I was going to shave. And I was like, I have a feeling that my audience doesn't realize that this is the way they could be saving some money. I don't know how much a can of shaving cream costs. But if you have I got an 84-ounce jar of coconut oil. It's big. It's like a half gallon or whatever. Not that expensive. And it'll last you for a long time. And think of all the cans of shaving cream you won't have to buy. And that's one less can sitting in a landfill, too. See this? And I get a really close shave. Boom, done. All shaved up. Look at that. I intentionally didn't finish shaving, so you would literally hear the the hairs on my face. That is smooth. That is smooth. There's a little bit of oil on my skin, but it's gone within minutes. And you can always just go like that and wipe it off. It'll come right off too. But it will absorb into your skin. And coconut oil is really good for your skin. It's good for your body. It's very healthy stuff. It's amazing. So use it every chance you get. If you have a problem with athlete's foot, you can put coconut oil in between your toes every morning and you won't get athlete's foot anymore. And you don't even need to use triage oil. I thought it was the triage oil and the THC. No, it's the coconut oil, man. It literally works on its own. So, not trying to sell you anything, just telling you guys a way to save yourselves money. Some people might come in here, hear me talking like this. Oh, he's trying to sell. No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Sit down, shut up, and learn something. I just saved you money. I don't know how much. Hey, Sean, I don't know how much a can of shaving cream costs. But I'm going to look it up right now. Just to, if I were to go on Edge, Gillette, 7 ounce, 7 ounce. They're tiny. Yeah, it's expensive, man. Shaving cream's expensive. They're only selling 7 ounce bottles, bro. Here's an 11 ounce. I just want a single bottle. Isn't this funny? They won't give you a price on a single bottle. Here's one for $3. So we're looking at like, I mean, if you buy in bulk, it's a lot cheaper. $4, $3, $4 a bottle. And some stuff is like $10 for a single, like for the expensive stuff. They got like really nice stuff and it's expensive as hell. But like if I was going to get Edge, there's 3, but they're only 7-ounce bottles. They're tiny. 7 ounces, like, just to give you an idea, it would be 7 of these jars. So a 3-pack is almost $10. So it's like $3. It's $3 a can, even if you buy in bulk. Don't get fancy and buy the shaving soap with the brush. No, just a little coconut oil on your, if you're using an electric razor. Look, I don't think this would probably work as good with a regular straight razor, you know, or shaving razor, like a big, I don't know, I've never tried it. But I'm telling you, with an electric razor, if that's what you're using, man, that coconut oil, it just glides. Aerosol cans in bulk, I did it with air freshener in the last box, lost its gas. Wow, because they flew it to you probably? Why aren't I hearing the chat is weird. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, maybe if I turn my audio on? Maybe if I remember to turn my speakers on. Turn my speakers on. I did it. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to turn my speakers on. Dude, I got so much wind blowing on me right now. I'm so happy. I've got these little fans. Look at this one.
Bonsai house. Nah, cheap cans leaked over time. Aha, E3.
Cheap cans leaked over time. Oh. So, aha, 3. So, we're gonna dab it up this morning. And I don't want to bore you guys. I saw a video this morning on Twitter, I think it was. Yeah, Twitter. I don't know, man. I mean, the kind of videos we were watching yesterday, that the audience really seems to like that stuff. You know, watching videos of people getting arrested or drama videos or whatever. I can't make you guys not like stuff, you know? It's like you're going to want to watch what you're going to want to watch in mass.
He put the lotion on the skin.
It puts the lotion on the skin. Freaking Oracle, what's up? It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again.
The freaking Oracle. Working making $75 an hour today.
Police detective arrested for drunk driving. Oh my god.
Civic holiday here.
Blinken slams door shut for Julian Assange.
Mr. Blue 313 sets spin. Tap in.
Bad blue jaws. I saw a video of this huge fight that happened in Alabama, I think.
Bonsai house. I've shaved with just lotion. I'm olive complected, so I broke out real bad. Shoved oil into my hair follicles. They called me Pepperoni Pete for a week. The freaking Oracle. I like fail videos when you already know it's a bad idea.
You like fail videos? I want to find a video to watch with you guys that you guys want to watch for sure, you know. I know that...
Bonsai house. I'm so dark the Mexicans say gibberish to me and hand me hot candy.
Hot candy. What the hell happened to Chris Cuomo?
Arafat
Who
Nakba.
cares?
Morning bro, I usually shave with soap, cheers.
The shocking truth about eggs and heart disease. I kind of want to see that, eggs and heart disease. I didn't think that I thought that eggs like avoided heart disease if you eat a lot of eggs. That just came out 3 days ago. Should we watch that? You guys don't care about that, do you? Let me see. I'll find something a little bit crazier.
The freaking Oracle. Yes, let's see that it was supposed to be debunked YRS ago.
Okay.
Bonsai house.
Hello, health champions.
I thought
Today
eggs
wanna
were
talk
pure
about
cholesterol.
shocking truth
Yeah.
regarding eggs and heart disease. There is a prevailing truth, an accepted truth in mainstream medicine and in our society as a whole, that cholesterol is bad, that saturated fat is bad, that saturated fat increases cholesterol, and that's why saturated fat is bad, and also that high levels of cholesterol causes heart disease. And then basically we've been told this so many times that we don't question it anymore, that the case is closed, this is how it is. And we're going to talk about all of these different factors, and we're going to talk about it in a way that you learn to think about it, not just refer to some study or some article, but you'll understand these things, and when you think about them, you'll be able to go,
Bonsai
hey,
house.
that makes
You know
sense,
what
or
kills
that
you?
does not
Life.
make sense. But
Make
how
it.
come this
I drink straight
became
paint.
the prevailing truth, the mainstream truth, the current dogma? And a lot of it has to do with the fact that we associate things, that these fatty plaques have some cholesterol in them, and therefore we think, hey, that must come from somewhere. It must be from what we're eating. It must be the cholesterol. And a lot of that thinking had to do with something called the 7 countries study. So this was
I have a feeling I know where this is going. I'm going to speed this up really fast. He's going to say that eggs do not cause heart disease, and he put this hyperbolic title on to get me to click on it. So let's go super fast and just see what he says.
Where a guy called Ansel Keys, who was a nutritionist, was very convincing in his arguments. So here is how that study came about. He studied number of countries. And as you soon notice,
They
there
just
were a
want
lot
you to
more
watch
than
their
7
videos,
countries.
you know?
And in fact, there were 22 countries that he started with. And then you would think this should be called the 22 countries.
So he's
study.
wasting
But
a bunch of time to
number
tell you
of
all
these
this
countries.
information
So these were the only
and
countries
just giving
that
you the
ended up in
fact.
the study,
Oh, by
which
the way,
is
eggs don't cause
and
heart
then
disease.
other
We've already found
countries
out.
were scrapped
Yeah,
because
that could be a
they didn't
3-second
fit
video,
the
you son of a
idea
bitch.
he was trying to prove. that
You fucking
diets high in
egg-headed
saturated
looking
fat and cholesterol
motherfucker.
in countries where they had those diets, they also
Fucking
had
crack that
obesity. So we had
egg.
to pick
I'm gonna
the
crack
countries
like
that
Humpty
matched
Dumpty
what we
your
would find
ass,
approved. And that was only
bitch.
5 countries out of 22 that
You
matched
fucking
those criteria.
wasting my
And then
goddamn
we had to go
podcast
find 2 more
time.
countries, Greece and
There are
Yugoslavia.
two
So now
big
that's 7 countries
cholesterols,
where
one
you can
bad,
kind of see a
one
pattern,
good.
and that's what we
Right.
published as the 7-country study. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that cherry picking like that is not a great idea if you want to be objective. But even so,
All right, let's
this has
smoky
been hailed as
smoky.
a landmark study and is basically the foundation of why we think the way we do today. And since then, there have been hundreds of studies performed on these topics, and they tend to kind of fall 50-50 or in 2 opposite camps, not necessarily equally split, but there are some studies that prove, that show that high cholesterol is strongly correlated with cardiovascular disease. But for every study that says that, there is another that says that there is no correlation or even an inverse correlation, that actually high cholesterol, high saturated fat diets result in less cardiovascular disease. And that's why we have to scrap most of those 22 countries, because a lot of them actually show the opposite relationship. So why is it so difficult to figure this out? If we have gold standard research, double-blind, placebo-controlled, why can't they figure it out? And one thing that we have to ask is, who pays for it? And these studies are not cheap. They're in the millions
Who
or
pays
tens of
for it?
millions of dollars to perform a big
The
comprehensive,
goddamn
well
milk
designed
industry.
study. So if you have tens of millions of dollars sitting around, you
It's
can
the
go
milk
afford
industry,
yourself
guys.
and
I know
someone
all
will
of this.
perform it for you. But for the most part, the people or the companies with that kind of money tend to be pharmaceutical companies. So they have huge budgets because it's in their best interest to prove that high cholesterol causes heart disease. But here's an astounding fact that most people don't realize. It kind of makes sense if you understand human nature. We don't want to look bad. So if someone orders a study and they get the results back and they're favorable, then there's an 85% chance that their studies will get published. If they can get it through the peer review process and
The
show that it's
freaking
well designed
Oracle.
and relevant, then
Eggs are your
85%
best
of those
bang for
will
your
get
buck
published.
when it
But
comes to the
if
cost
it
of
is not
protein.
favorable, if the results coming back do not support what they wanted, then there's an 85% chance that it won't get published. And these are not totally exact numbers,
Bonsai
it's going to
house.
vary a little bit, but they're roughly
Ha, 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 ha,
in the
yeah.
ballpark. And what
Big
this
milk,
shows
ha,
us
ha, ha, ha.
is
Big milk.
what we call scientific truth. That we base this on double-blind
More milk, more
studies, and
cereal,
what's out
less
there that's
eggs.
published that represents the truth. But what's built into this process is a 45x bias toward the person who ordered, the entity who ordered the study.
Mr.
So
Blue
you can't just look
313
at what's
says
out there and
yes.
assume that that's the whole truth
NF
and nothing but the
cheers.
truth.
Oh, I didn't know. Is it
$10 million
Newfoundland?
sitting around Either. So I have performed some of my own studies on a smaller
Look at
scale.
you.
may have seen those
Look
videos
at
where
you.
I do something,
Tapping
I
in.
get some blood work,
You're
and I do
tapping in
something,
over
and I do blood
there.
work again, and then I report what happened. So, for example, I ate 100 eggs in 7 days, and the pre and post blood work showed a few items going up or down, but overall, I did not get sicker. There were no dramatic
Oh, here you go.
markers that I had a poor
Here you
health
go.
after doing
No
that.
law regarding
Then another
cannabis,
time, I ate
everybody
100
cheers.
tablespoons of butter in 10 days.
Bad
And
Blue
interestingly,
Jaws,
within
Billy,
the
freaking
last
Oracle,
enough
Dabs
in
for
my
days,
bloodstream,
I Hate
triglycerides,
3,
my
everybody that's
triglycerides
talking over there on the
went
rumbles
down,
and the
my
kicks. Thank you guys.
resistance
Cheers.
improved after doing that. I ate 100 hamburgers in 10 days, or rather 100 hamburger
The
patties,
freaking Oracle.
because I didn't want to eat a bunch of bread and
Milk and
carbohydrate
cereal
to
are so
screw up
bad
my
for you.
metabolism. And interestingly, my
Aha, E3.
cholesterol went from 233
Cheer.
to 199, which is one of the lowest ones I've had in recent decades. And I don't really know why. I thought it would stay pretty much the same. And another interesting thing was the blood urea nitrogen, the BUN, which went from 16 to 10, even though I ate almost twice as much protein
Cheers.
as I usually do. And the residue from protein is this nitrogen that we can measure in blood urea nitrogen. And when I mentioned in that video that I wasn't sure why that BUN went down, and I still don't, one of my viewers enlightened me and said, of course, it went down because you ate the hamburger without the BUN. And if you notice, I put quotation marks around the word studies because I do that kind of tongue-in-cheek. I don't believe that these are good examples of research. This is actually pretty bad science, and I'm not claiming that it's anything else. And the reason is that the total sample population, meaning the number of people studied, is exactly 1, namely myself. And it still costs a few $100 to do that. So the reason it's not great science is that I may not be like you. Whatever results I get could be different than yours, but I'm not claiming that it's good science or that I represent you. But guess what? When they do bigger studies, if they have a study with 10,000 people in them, and then they have 55% of people respond a certain way, that's
How
going to
does
create a
one
trend that's going to be
merger
statistically
today?
significant.
Oh,
Even though 4,500 people out of
Did
10,000
that.
didn't respond that way. And I'm just making coarse, gross examples here to illustrate something. But the point is that it doesn't matter how big the study is, it may still not be like you. Okay? So you still have to figure out you. And the way that you do that is in these videos, I explain the mechanisms and the basic physiology so you can start understanding how the body works rather than just looking at one example, whether it's mine or somebody else's.
I
And
love
then
being able to
you can
cough
look
at
your
will.
own level. You can look at your own results.
It feels so good.
Your waistline, etc. And then you figure
Fans,
you
baby,
out.
fans.
But you can't do that unless you understand some mechanisms and some basic physiology. Let's look at some very simple facts. Eggs have cholesterol. Eggs have saturated fat. But the question then is, first, if we eat a bunch of eggs, does this mean that we raise our blood cholesterol? We don't know. Sometimes we do.
My
Sometimes we
thumb
don't.
feels a lot
But
better
if
today.
it did go up, would that be a bad thing? And here's the huge misconception. A lot of people think if it goes up, then that's bad. But in
Bonsai
itself,
house.
it doesn't mean anything. We have to
10
look
hamburger
at
a
it.
day for
Now
10
let's take a look
days.
at the concept of conversion, of turning one thing into another. Because based on the prevailing truth about eggs, cholesterol, saturated fat, and heart disease, as a culture, we believe that dietary cholesterol
All right, let's go back. He said 10 hamburgers. So where are we at? We're 11 minutes in. 11, 12. 100 hamburgers in 10 days. Dude,
Johnson,
how did he do that?
cholesterol isn't even a thing anymore.
How do you eat that many? Well, he was eating just the patties. Maybe they were smaller burger patties or something, bro. I don't know. I don't know how you eat 10 hamburgers and I don't know how you eat 10 hamburgers in a day.
Bonsai house. Think about that. That's one hamburger every hour and 20 minutes of consciousness for 10
Dairy
days.
cholesterol leads to plaques, leads to atherosclerosis. So let's take an example. Let's make a comparison. So here we have an egg, which has obviously cholesterol.
Maybe he
and then
ate nothing
there is
else.
theory
13
that this
says
leads to
Some folks
plaquing
just be
and
chat up.
atherosclerosis and narrowing of arteries. And this is basically how we think based on these studies.
Maybe he had
some country
4
studies,
patties
that
in the
cholesterol up
morning,
here ends
and
up
then
as
3
cholesterol
for
in the
lunch,
fat.
and then
Same
3 for
cholesterol,
dinner.
More of this leads to more of that.
But that's,
here is the
dude.
question. Now, if we assume that maybe this isn't
It's
true,
so much
maybe there's
meat.
some conversion going on, and let's ask a question that if in another example that we have,
It's a good thing we put
cow,
this on full speed, huh?
and this cow has a body with some fat in it, with some saturated fat, with cholesterol in the fat. This cow produces milk.
Totally
from which we can make
understandable
butter
at full
that has
speed.
Lots of fat, lots of saturated fat, lots of cholesterol. So if this cow
So
is
anytime
full of
you guys are
cholesterol,
watching
where did
something
that come from?
educational on
Is it because
YouTube,
that cow ate
use the
a bunch of
speed
eggs
up thing,
with cholesterol?
save
Did it
some
eat a
time,
bunch of butter
you'll get
with
more
cholesterol? Did it
information
eat a bunch of
quicker.
meat? Does it go around eating the other cows? Is that how the cholesterol ends up in the cow? No. If this cow eats what it's supposed to, then all it eats is grass. Green grass, pure carbohydrates, basically. It has a trace amount of protein and fat in it. But basically, this cow eats grass that has no cholesterol, and yet it ends up with all that cholesterol in the body. So maybe, if we understand that there's a conversion process, maybe that cholesterol in the plaque doesn't come from there. That's a possibility. And this conversion is also known as metabolism, which means to transform.
So what he's saying is what we already know. Eggs do not cause heart disease.
We're both mammals. We both store fat.
We eat a lot of
and we
eggs.
store it as
And,
about half saturated and about half monounsaturated. That's typical.
you
for
know,
body
you can
fat,
have
both
the bacon,
and
you can
the
have
protein.
the
big
red
groups,
meat.
the big macronutrients that we eat. are
Stay away
protein,
from bread,
carbohydrates,
stay
and
away
fat.
from sugar.
And protein, the purpose is to turn into tissue, to building blocks, to body parts, but the excess will actually turn into carbohydrates. And carbohydrates, in turn, can become fat. But it can't work the other way around. So we can convert things sometimes one way, but not necessarily both ways. And then all three of these turn into something called acetyl-CoA.
I had a hamburger yesterday, and the bun sucked, and I ate it anyway. Poisoned myself
and along the way,
for
they become something else.
nothing.
This is an intermediate
You know?
metabolite that we use to make energy. So if we make energy from protein, carbs, or fat, it's because we can turn it into
Bonsai house.
acetyl-CoA. But
I want
if we're
my
really, really
info
low on carbs,
instant.
this acetyl-CoA can turn
I
into
want to
something
look
else,
at it
depending on
and
circumstances,
instantly know
depending
it.
on what's appropriate for
The
the body,
human
what it needs at
brain's
that time.
download
So if we're low on
speed
carbs,
I know, right? We need to be like the
sometimes,
Matrix.
and this acetyl-CoA
We need to
also
just
raw
plug
material
into
for
Kung
cholesterol. So
Fu.
again, just trying to show
I
you
know
that this cholesterol
karate.
didn't necessarily come from cholesterol, that we can turn anything that we eat can turn into cholesterol if we need it. But here's the thing, it's really not a mystery anymore. Today we know what the cause of cardiovascular disease is, and it is chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and something called insulin resistance. I'm not going to go into depth here because I've done videos on all of this.
We upload
And it's also
out our
something called
mouths at
metabolic
200,
syndrome
but our
or
download
syndrome
is
X.
0.5.
And this is a label, this is a concept.
Mr.
When the
Blue
metabolic is
313
unhealthy,
says
then we have certain manifestations. And if we
vegetable oil
have
and
abdominal
sugar is the
obesity,
real killer.
hypertension, meaning high blood pressure, if we have high
Yes,
fat
it
and
is,
glucose,
Bad
blood
Blue
control,
Jaws.
blood glucose,
Vegetable
as in
oil
type
and
2
sugar.
diabetes. If we have
Stay
high
away
triglycerides,
from
high
those
blood fat,
things.
also very common in diabetes. If we have low HDL, the supposedly good cholesterol, which of course there is no good or bad, there's just appropriate and appropriate cholesterol, then if you have any 3 out of these 5, then they consider you to have metabolic syndrome, and then they know that you'll
He
be
said there is no
predisposed
bad
to all
cholesterol.
these
Do you hear
different
that?
problems of heart disease, etc. But the people with metabolic syndrome, what they really have is chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and insulin resistance. So these 3 things are the causes that we need to work on and that we need to control. And this is very, very well established. There's really no discussion.
I'm really proud of you guys today for sticking around and watching this with me. This is the kind of information that will save your lives. You can pass this on to your children and give them longer, healthier lives.
No, they don't. There is nothing in there that causes insulin resistance.
As much as
or
you
oxidative
might
stress
hate me,
unless you are allergic to them, then that becomes
you
a bad
can't
food to
deny
eat.
that, you know,
Or
I
if
give you some
you
really good
combine
information
eggs
sometimes.
with things like sugar, margarine, and chemicals. And this is a problem with a lot of observational studies, like the 7-country studies, that he picked countries that had a high intake of saturated fat and cholesterol, but what else did they eat? Did they eat a bunch of sugar, margarine, and chemicals? How much did they smoke?
It's
Did
top
they
of the
exercise?
hour?
We don't know. But here's what we do know.
Holy shit.
High total cholesterol in itself does not cause heart disease. And here's the
You know what that
article I
means?
referenced once before, but it's so good, I'm going to bring it back. So basically, they looked at the total cholesterol
Tap in,
levels.
folks.
They only measured 2 things. They measured total cholesterol and how many people died. And this was a huge study because they did this in Korea over a decade or so.
Bonsai
And it was
house.
basically everyone in
And Freon. It's terrible for the colon.
On Twitter
So
this
smoke it
morning.
instead.
Look, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring up this video. I generally don't do this, but I got so much personal enjoyment out of this video.
Mr. Blue 313 Setstfin. He basically is saying the same thing as Dr. Eric Berg and Mark Hyman. Arafat Nakba. I never hated you, bro. Mr. Blue 313 Setstfin. Tough.
cats of Twitter. Alright, so I didn't share it. I think it was Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib commented on it. Maybe. Did I like it? I didn't even like it, man. It's on my phone. It's on my phone Twitter. I can retweet it from there. Yes. So, we're going to break this down. This is not your typical fight video. This is, this is something completely different. So, this is
Mr. Blue 313 Setstfin. Gin / turmeric tea post workout FTW.
Dude, I did my workout this morning. I feel great. Check this out, guys. And the reason I you know, every time Bad Bad Blue Draws comes in here, he says tap in, folks. And I'm like, hell yeah, tap in. I'm like, people should tap in. When I was watching this video this morning, I was saying that. I was like, tap in, folks. It's fucking so fucking funny, dude. I was thinking about Bad Bad Blue Draws. So this was Alabama riverboat ride. Is anybody familiar with the Montgomery, Alabama riverboat ride? This security guard is standing there and he's instructing these people to move their boat. And, yeah, I guess they're drunk or whatever and they don't want to move their boat. So that's the story, right? This is a African-American security guard and a couple of white dudes. And the crowd seems to be, there's a large crowd of people around them looking down at them from the docks and from there's a boardwalk, and they're on both sides of the water, okay? And they're all watching this go on, right? And there's a whole bunch of African-American people out there watching, right? And watch what happens. Has anybody seen this yet? Has anybody seen this video yet? It's going to be, if it's not viral, it's probably going to be viral AF. If you guys haven't seen it yet. So, you can see right now, from when the video starts, there's this guy, he's pointing his hand at the other guy, and he's like, you know, you need to move your boat over there, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Watch this guy in the hat. Dude, he punched the security guard right in his, he just walked up to him and punched him in his face. And the security guard's
Mr.
face...
313 Setstfin.
Okay.
No.
The security guard's face flew back so far that punch could have killed him. You guys saw the guy's head fly back? I mean, he just sucker punched this guy in the face so hard, right? So that security guard now is fighting for his life because he just got, look at this hit. Look at his head fly back. He's just standing there, and this guy walks up and punches him. His head flies back that far. And now watch his legs. Watch his legs. Look at his legs right there. See that? So, he's going fight. There you got fight and flight, and he's going fight. His knees, his legs are going, we're going in, and we're going to get serious now. I got to do my job. He's a security guard, right? He's getting paid to do what he's doing, right? He doesn't have much of a choice. So, watch this. He threw his hat away, and he's like, oh, we're going to fight? He's like, all right. So this guy sucker punched him, and he's like, yeah, and they start mixing it up. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. So, who's winning? Who's winning? Who's winning? The security guard is winning, right? Security guard's got this guy by his face, and he's pushing him back, and he's dominating that dude. Now watch what his two buddies do. Dude comes from off screen. Watch this. Do you see that? So they come running at this guy, and he's only fighting one dude, and now he's fighting 4 people. This one security guard, right? This one guy runs over and throws the security guard on the ground, and the guy that originally punched him comes over and starts hitting him too. Right there. See this? So he's beating on the guy. He's surrounded by people. Now watch what happens. Watch what happens. Number 1 guy, white shorts, black shirt. He taps in. He's like, I'm not going to see this beat down. 5 people, 5-on-1 or 4-on-1. You're going to beat this man who's doing his job. And all he was doing was telling you to move your fucking boat. Right? Watch this. Hey, like Bad Bad Blue Jaws likes to say, tap in, folks. Tapping in. Watch. What? Swimming. Dude, we got the Navy coming in, baby. We got the Navy swimming by water. Tapping in. Tapping in. Dude, do not. No. You don't do that shit. These guys were drunk, and they weren't thinking. They were being stupid on their boat. Watch this. Look, the security guard. Look at the security guard. Look at him. He's coming after these guys. These guys have got on their boat. They're trying to leave. The crowd ain't having it. So the crowd attacks these guys on their boat. They jump off the boat. They won't let the other guys back on the boat, and they find these people, and they're like, I'm getting air. Tap in. How many people are tapping in now? Oh boy. That security guard's like,
We're trying to get on the Civic side to the Marriott, trying to come through. And the man was telling them to move their boat because the Marriott couldn't dock so the folks could get off. And everybody on the Civic side, we just waiting. Why these folks just swung on and jumped on this black man? Maybe the crew member that jumped out the Marriott, baby. They whooping ass, baby.
Look at that. They got those 2 guys cornered. Watch. Wait.
What the hell?
Wait. There's this one part.
What the hell?
Dude, do you see the woman in the aqua-colored shirt? Watch what happens to her. Look at that guy just beating on her head.
Trying to come through, and the man was telling them to move their boat because the Marriott couldn't dock so the folks could get off, and everybody on the Civic side, we just waiting. Why these folks just swung on and jumped on this black man?
See the women are trying to get in there and help. Now watch this. Watch this. This is crazy. The dude that's backed up on the right side ends up punching out the girl that's in the blue. You see the girl on the top of the screen? She's going to come running over to those 2 guys that are in the corner. They're getting their asses beat. And one of the dudes just completely right hooks her to her chin and knocks her down. Watch this. Right? There. Boom. You want to see that again?
Why these folks just swung on and jumped on this black man? Maybe the crew member that jumped out the Marriott, baby. They whooping ass, baby.
It's the guy in the red shorts punches this girl right here. Right? Boom. Dude, he right hooked that woman and knocked her flat on her ass.
Mr. Blue 313 sets.
What the hell? Y'all, these white folks jumped on these black men that work.
that's the beginning. No, wait. What's this? This is more. It's the woman in the red getting her ass kicked on the ground over there. Dude's got a chair. Beating that dude on the head with the chair like a wrestling match. Tap in, folks. Tap in. Tap in, folks. Now I'm going to show you the whole thing again, and I'm not going to pause it. I'll let you watch the whole thing from start to finish.
Johnson, jump in the water in USA.
That dude swam across the water to get to him to go beat people's asses. This guy right here, Aquaman. He's like, I ain't having it.
14 sex offender. Gentleman video.
I thought you guys would like it. And I got to tell you, I was literally going, tap in. When I was watching, I was like, tap in, folks. Tap in. Yeah, bring some more. Tap in, man. Just sheer numbers just destroy these motherfuckers. It just made me so happy. It's fucking talk about instant karma, you know?
What's up? Yeah.
Arafat Nakba. Aquaman, how cheers.
They scared. Look at them. They
Look,
scared.
he's pulling on their boat. That guy's yanking their boat over.
Yeah.
Vamos que tú veas.
What the hell?
No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, these white folks don't need black men at work. We trying to get on the zipper cycle, the Marriott, trying to come through. And the man was telling them to move their boat because the Marriott couldn't dock, so the folks could get off. And everybody on the zipper cycle, we just wait. Why these folks just swung on and jumped on this black man? Baby, the crew member that jumped out the Marriott, baby. They whooping ass, baby. Now come on that boat, baby. They ready to move some. They ready to move some. Yeah, jump in the water.
Vamos que tú veas.
What the hell? Yeah, these white folks that jumped on these black men that work.
I love the way he grabs his head. He grabs that guy's face. So funny. He's getting hit in his head from both sides. Love it. That's the guy who started the whole thing. Oh, I bet he felt like the next day, I bet you he felt like he'd been in a goddamn train accident. He took some blows. Dude, you see that woman in the red get smacked on the head with a chair? They're still beating on her.
Bonsai House. Whoever hasn't been hit in the head yet, line up over here.
I know. Sit down right here. Bop. Oh, happy day. So like I said, I generally don't show videos like that on here, but I enjoyed it so much this morning. I enjoyed watching that video so much. I was like, you know what? Maybe my audience would enjoy it too. Not telling, yo, good morning. Who watches you and hates you? That's crazy. I don't know. Go on my Twitter feed. You want to see something interesting? Go on my Twitter feed. Who watches me and hates me? Seriously, it'll be easy to find. Just go on my Twitter feed and start reading the responses. First person to do that and come back in the chat and tell me what they saw wins.
Mr. Blue
Or
313 says
maybe you've already seen it because you follow me on Twitter.
Put cuffs on the defense.
That was a cool video. Yeah. So we know about this egghead, what he's going to say about the eggs. Let's move on.
In Korea, more or less, a 12 point.
Right-clicking all the NFTs a year ago. When's the last time CoffeeZilla put something up?
CryptoZoo.co. I'm so excited about
12 days ago. Huge scammer gets arrested. We have to watch
Alex
this.
Mashinsky, creator of a multi-billion-dollar...
So this is Alex Mashinsky, guys. This is the guy who ripped me off $100,000. There's so much to this. I'm not even going to say anything yet, man. You guys know. But just know this. This guy, Alex Mashinsky, on the left, that's the guy who ripped me off $100,000.
Alex Mashinsky, creator of a multi-billion-dollar fraud known as Celsius, has been arrested. I can't express how big of a deal this is, not just for this channel, which has been covering this for over a year, but mostly for the victims. Here's what some of them said about this fraud only a few months ago.
So this was an absolute fraud from the beginning. I mean, it turns out that a lot of these businesses that they claim to be propping up Celsius were completely fraudulent. From what I've seen from the Examiner, more and more it looks like it was just a textbook case of a Ponzi scheme.
I don't care if it was a Ponzi scheme from the very beginning or the very end. It still was a Ponzi scheme.
It doesn't matter if you meant to start a Ponzi scheme, right? But the second you got into those circumstances, it becomes fraud.
They're basically losing money from the very start of the company, and they're literally lying in front of everyone's faces saying, yeah, oh, it's totally fine. Yeah, you could totally keep our money here. Yeah, I would totally invest more if I could. As they're currently at that same time withdrawing funds as they're literally on camera lying to everyone's faces.
He made a lot of egregious claims on his Twitter, on his website, on his podcasts he would do, claiming if Celsius ever went bankrupt, all the customers would get all of their funds back. You know, there's tweets of him saying that. And as a CEO of a company, you would take that word at face value. You would believe him when he says your coins are going to come back to you. And now that everything's coming to light and showing that essentially what he was running is a Ponzi, I do believe he should face jail time, and the people that were also involved.
That guy right there, I want to see that guy beat the fuck out of Alex Mashinsky. That would make me so fucking happy. Because for some reason, you know how laid back and reasonable and cool this guy seems? I have a feeling he could beat the shit out of Alex Mashinsky.
With it, that were enabling that behavior.
Well, it looks like that's
love to
exactly
see that
what's
shit.
happening. Alex Mashinsky is facing serious prison time. So let's get into the meat of these allegations. Today, the DOJ,
I think that guy can do it.
and FTC all released indictments against Alex Mashinsky. Celsius itself was fined $4.7 billion, and 7 criminal charges were alleged against Alex Mashinsky himself, including securities fraud, wire fraud, and market manipulation. Now, in total, Mashinsky faces up to 115 years as a max sentence, but of course, the sentence will likely be much
Oh, you
lower.
guys.
Even so, though, Mashinsky...
Live coverage, crypto just dropped. We got a drop, so we were covering it live when it happens. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. That's what's up. That's what we do. So, sorry, CoffeeZilla. Got to cut you off here for just a second. Just show my audience what's going on. Now, look, I'm going to have to pull these up, right? I'm going to have to pull these, you'll see what I mean here in a second. See that? They got to be
Mr.
pulled
Blue
up.
313 Sextfin. Tita Sprinkles / Runs combo cheers.
Now Ethereum I didn't have to pull up that far, nor did I have to pull up Harmony that far, but it's down to 1138, man. That's way low. The Harmony's dropped massively. I remember 1155 is where I needed to, was where I got fucked at, and I needed it way above that. So there you go, big drop. As noted here in the 24-hour, we have 24 hours of green, and what happens? We go into red, and it's just the natural heartbeat of the market, guys. This is what happens. I told you it's 24 hours of green, and then it'll be 24 hours of red. So we're starting at, see, this is 24 hours of green on each one of these. See that? It was in the green for 24 hours. You know, there's a little red, that doesn't mean shit. I'm telling you, for the most part, it's in the green, and now it's going to be in the red, and it'll work its way up slowly. And even though it'll be in the red, these numbers are going to go up pretty good. You'll see. All right, back to CoffeeZilla. Let's hear what he has to say about Alex Mashinsky, and we'll get this dab ready.
He is 57 years old, so there's a chance he will be in prison for the rest of his life because of this. And it's not just him being charged.
Should happen.
Roni Cohen-Kavan, the chief revenue officer at Celsius, is also facing criminal charges. And the reasons for that aren't surprising. As we've stated over and over and over, Celsius had been secretly using customer deposits for years to buy their own stupid Cell token and make the price go up, which benefited insiders like Alex Mashinsky.
I like to do big dabs of cannabis on my podcast in the morning. I like to do big dabs of cannabis on my podcast in the morning.
$1 million for the lawyer. And most of that money was the direct result of lying to their end customer. Over and over, they lied to cover up the fact that they were the main buyers of Cell token and main sellers. They lied about their ICO, making $50 million. They lied about giving 80% of their revenues back to Celsius customers. They lied about Alex Mashinsky not selling Cell token. They lied about Celsius being profitable when they knew they were bleeding cash. And look, I could go on and on, but there are 71 mentions of the word false in this report, so we'd be here all day. The point is this: Alex Mashinsky and his co-conspirators lied in order to get more people to deposit money while they cashed out this Cell token. They knew they were insolvent, they knew their business wasn't working, and still they continued to pretend it was. They promoted this Ponzi scheme built on unrealistic returns, and when it all crashed, they made sure their money was out. And for those of you who've been watching this channel over the last year, this won't come as a surprise. As I said, we've been covering a lot of these allegations, but I also want to be clear that some people have been calling out Celsius even before we did.
No law regarding cannabis. Cheers to Arafat, Nakba, Baba Blue Draws, Billy Valentine. Now I'm telling Deer Slayer. Yo, Deer Slayer over there in the Rumble. Cheers.
To him to ask
everybody
how he knew so early and what we can learn from it. And what?
Yeah, well, they're investigating them, Deer Slayer.
My name is James Block. I write Dirty Bubble Media, a blog focused on fraud in the cryptocurrency space. To be quite honest, I thought that Celsius was a fraud very early in my encounters with it, within a few days of actually learning about the project. And really what clued me into it was learning about its founder and CEO, Alex Mashinsky's history. He made a lot of big claims about his past successes, the companies he had founded, and what I found pretty quickly was that he had lied or at least grossly exaggerated pretty much everything that he told people about what he had done before founding Celsius. And in my experience, when someone lies that much and that often, they don't stop lying.
What does this indictment represent to you?
This indictment's a vindication for me, really. It kind of confirms what we knew for a long time, and I expected this to happen. I don't know if it took longer than I expected, but it took a year to the day of them filing for bankruptcy for them to charge him with fraud.
Thanks for coming on. I think you helped a lot of people. I, for one, am just grateful that the victims are finally seeing some form of justice in this, and that outright crimes are being treated as such. And so it's with great pleasure that I want to wrap up today's show in a bit of a unique way. Today, I'm announcing the addition of Alex Mashinsky to the Wall of Shame. As you guys know, when you appear on this show and then face charges, we will name you and we will shame you. Hopefully it encourages would-be scammers to think twice.
Thanks, and that's your friend.
You're not
But
my
Alex
friend.
is your friend? Yes. What Celsius does is really helps people navigate in a safe way into this environment. So when you use a Celsius wallet, you know, okay, I'm going to earn yield and I'm going to stay safe in a safe environment because Celsius already did the homework and figured out what's safe. We have billions of dollars in liquidity. So anyone who wants to withdraw, that's a service. You can withdraw at any time.
Unarrest yourself. What did I just do? The wildlife out here has been crazy lately, huh? Still dropping. Look, it's been dropping for... It's a falling wedge pattern. You know, that's supposed to result in a spike upwards. You guys, this falling wedge pattern that it's in?
Arafat Nakba. Yes, the trendy nature center got more animals than the DC Zoo.
So I don't understand why it's doing this. What a drop. We're looking at cryptos. We're looking at currencies. Hey, look at this. Look at that. Look at the others. All right. That's enough of that. We'll keep that right there. There's nothing going on with Bitcoin as it is at 28,907. The 29,183 is the 24-hour high. And in the bottom corner of
Arafat
the screen.
Nakba. Gotta hit the dispo today. No smalls to buy since it went wreck in January.
Dude, I got a hawk right here, right outside my window, man. Right on my banana tree. Fucking chilling. Like a boss. Bro. I got like a boss hawk. Look at this. I got like a boss hawk. Chillin'.
Arafat Nakba. Is it the same one from last HT?
Bro, we've got two hawks. They come here every day and they eat moles all day out of our yard. Our yard looks so good. They like protect our yard, bro. The color's just totally inaccurate. There we go. That's better. Bro, I got you guys. Look at this. Look at us.
Arafat Nakba. Wow, all left here RBs saw the annual Bumblebee finally yesterday.
Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. I cannot sing that low. That is outside of my register. That's very low. I cannot bumblebee that low. I cannot bumblebee that low. That's a goddamn... Man, if I get my bong right here, I could just put this camera. I'm like professional, photographer. It's like taking professional photography here. It's like you're looking at like
Arafat Nakba.
hawk here.
That's amazing.
Dude, make this smaller. It's too big. Unreal. Oh, unreal. Oh, he went up into the trees anyway. He's gone. He didn't like go down and get like another mole. Dude, bro, I'm telling you, the two of them, they're like gargoyles. They stand guard and just devour moles all morning, and we are just
Bonsai house.
we just love it. Because if the Hawks,
Mr. Blue 313 Setsfin. W Hawk.
if
Mr. Blue
the
313
Hawks are chilling in the yard, then the deer come out and shit. The deer will come hang. It's like it's
Hippie chick. Beautiful shot.
it's all cool. It's like the deer
Bonsai
look
house.
at that. It's like, oh, it's cool.
That was freaking hilarious.
It's all chill. We can come out here. It's like safe for them. You know, it's funny. Now I gotta fix that again. How fast can I do it? Not fast, because I already screwed up. Okay, here we go. Oh, you guys can't even see me. That's cool. Am I forgetting anything? I was like, you couldn't see the side. You could see me from the front, but you couldn't see the side of me. That's what I meant, like right here. Of course, you could see me, but unreal. Yeah, man. What? What'd you say? Bothan? No law regarding cannabis. Cheers. Tap in, folks. Billy
Bonsai
Ballin.
house. Those hawks are crazy. I tried a mole. Freaking disgusting. They have crap taste in food.
Bro, you've eaten everything. All right, Billy. Cheers to you, my friend. Hippie chick. Yeah, Billy, you're like the missing link, bro. Bad Blue Jaws. Cheers. Deer Slayer, to you, my friend. I say cheers. Not telling. Cheers, hippie chick. Cheers. Dave Fishing, Dabs for Days. Dabs for Days is over there on the Kick, I believe. Cheers to all of you guys. The Kick, the Rumble, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the freaking A's, wherever you are watching. I don't even know if anybody's watching on Odyssey. Cheers. No law regarding cannabis. I'm usually not interested in any of the recommended videos that they put up for me on YouTube. I'm looking at the selection right now and I'm like, I don't want to watch any of that. What do I want to watch with you guys? That's the question I always have, you know. What is it that everybody wants to watch? Because I always select the wrong shit. Oh, you know, there is something we could talk about from the news, you guys. So, you know, everybody knows what's going on with Donald Trump and this third indictment for the January 6th thing. You're all aware of that. The judge who was randomly selected, I want you all to know the judge was randomly selected for this case, has said, and she's a fucking bitch, you know, she won't allow cameras, and I fucking hate that shit. So fuck her. But at the same time, she also said, and I like this, she said Donald Trump can't make any threatening type statements, anything that would manipulate jurors or the judge or anyone involved in the case, witnesses, right? Well, Donald Trump went ahead on social media and fucking made a whole bunch of fucking threats already. So the judge is going to address this. It's really fucking actually exciting to see what the fuck's going to happen, because they could put a gag order on Donald Trump. And because she was explicit in what she said to him, you know, don't, you know, manipulate, don't do this. And he just went right ahead and fucking did it. And you guys know about this? Watching the chats.
Bonsai House. Hope it's a ball gag order.
I bet you do. Orange? You like orange, or do you prefer fuchsia? Aqua. Could be electric aqua, bro. Let's go with that. What about, I got it. Dude, ball gag LED changes colors, bro. I win. Winning the internet today. I'm winning the internet today with color changing ball gag. And I bet they already have one. I bet the product already exists, because why wouldn't it? And you can make it, you know, go in different patterns, and you know, it's adjustable.
Bonsai House. Black rubber ball gag order. Old leather straps. Used.
Roger that. You know, I think my imagination today is running on some sort of drug. This blood pressure medication I'm on. Yeah, it's got me like bzzz. Must have like some.
Bonsai House.
It's a tiny little pill.
Dirty.
It's a tiny little pill. I'm all jacked up on it. I'm all jacked up on it. I'm all jacked up on it, man. It's a tiny little fucking pill. It's got me all jacked.
Bonsai House. I'm more Texas Chainsaw. You're more 2024 Furry Convention. Both are fine.
Why I gotta be a furry, bro? You know, I'm that furry that gets out of the car and beats you down, you know. Ho, 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 ho. Oh boy, look what happened to you. That'd be, bro, when that happened, if they were talking like that, oh God, in character, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Goofy, look what you did. You just hit him in his shit. Oh, 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 I bet that one's you're gonna feel that one tomorrow.
Bonsai House. Ba ha 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 ha.
Bro, the fucking the video has to have them. Bro, we could just overdub it. That needs to be in our lives. Billy, make this for me.
House. I have bad news. They do. They have personas.
Billy, make this video for me. Find the video of the 3 furries that go after the gentleman that was road raging and beat him up and put the voices on there. Put the voices on there, Billy. Do these things. Gods, force him to do
Bonsai
it.
House. Oh, I thought you meant the furries.
Yeah, I do mean the furries. You said they have personas. Yeah, I'm sure they do, bro. I mean, if they're going to go through the trouble of wearing a costume, what, they're not going to do the fucking voice too? Come on. You got to do the voice. You got to do the voice, you got to do the dance. Because basically, if you're
Steven running.
If you're wearing one of those things, you know, nobody could really hurt you. You know, it's basically like armor. If you've ever been inside one of those things. So they're like invincible, bro. You wouldn't want 3 furries in costume coming after you. No fucking way, bro. You punch them and you just hit fucking cloth. I mean, you would have to be that dude, that fucking UFC fighter that did that to that one furry. He did knock that one furry down pretty good. But it was, you know.
Bonsai House. They also
The
smell
UFC
like Andre
champion
the Giant's
that did it.
Thanksgiving shit.
And he hit him twice. Oh, look what you did. You punched me out. I should put more water in the thing instead of the water, so we get some water in the thing. The bird bath. I got a bird bath. I'll put some water in the bird bath and get it going. You know, it's really hot out there, but you know what? Yesterday there was a hawk standing in the bird bath. Winning. I was like, hell yeah. I was all, hell yeah. This is the greatest. This is the greatest, man. I'm so bipolar. I'm so hypomanic that I literally had the urge to go running out there right now in the middle of this live stream and go pour water in that fucking bird bath. That's bad. I should be able to see that for what it is. You know? I think I am maybe for the first time. You guys like my title? Once you try coconut oil to shave, you will never go back to creams. I sound like the Avon lady, don't I? Sound all professional and shit. Once you try coconut oil to shave, you will never go back to creams. I'm telling you guys. Ladies, try it on your legs. Let me know if it works. I know you guys use regular razors on your legs. I don't know if it'll work on that. Let me know if it works.
Bonsai House. Those fur costumes must be dry cleaned, and those OSS incel fex sweat balls all up in that fur. Guess what else? An incel kid that spent $3K on a fur costume can't afford dry cleaning. Arafat Nakba. Yeah, that's OCD, ha ha ha, cheers.
That's crazy. It's OCD. No, it's not OCD. You want to know what OCD is, bro? That right there. Everything like on this little thing, all perfectly positioned, all feng shui. That's fucking OCD, bro. You know, most people just put shit on a desk, but I have to arrange everything in a perfect little... fucking OCD like that. But going out there, no, that's hypomania, bro.
Arafat
It's
Nakba.
bipolar
My TV is lagging for 2
hyperactivity,
days now. Sorry, while organized.
hypomania. You know, OCD would be me having to fill that up with water every few minutes. You know, that'd be fucking something repetitive, I would think. Having to go out there and adjust it after every few minutes, go out there and make sure all the rocks are perfectly set in perfect, you know, because here's the reason. If it's not level, the water drips out from one side a little bit. Not a big deal. It doesn't empty the whole thing out. It just drips off a little bit on one side. But I could go totally OCD because I did put rocks underneath the bottom of it and look at it and level it off so it would be perfectly level. But I left it like that, and it's gonna fucking birds are gonna land on it, they're gonna fuck it up. It's not gonna be perfect, whatever. And maybe I'll check it again, maybe I won't. But if I was obsessing over that, over the leveling of that, and going out there constantly making sure that it was constantly level, yeah, that would be OCD. The way to fix that would be to drive that bitch into the ground with stakes permanently and make sure that while you're doing that, while you're hammering the stakes in, that the top is perfectly level
Arafat
while
Nakba.
you're doing it.
Back in 01 to 03 I used to wash my hands with ISO alcohol bloody knuckles.
Okay. I take it you're lagging. That's cool, bro. You're lagging, bro. My mother was supposed to go grocery shopping and help her bring the groceries in when she gets here. She might be here. So I'm gonna go. I will see you guys on the next show this afternoon, whatever. I hope you guys had fun, and if you want, you can go back and watch some of my other shows on any of my channels anywhere, guys. They're all available. If you missed like yesterday's show, you go back and watch those shows anytime, man. They're all up on the channels. That's how that works, if you didn't realize that. Do it from your smartphone, you know.
Arafat Nakba. I gotta go dispo.
I'm gonna give, well, I already gave you guys the link. If you go to my main channel, there's a link to all of my other channels. It's
Arafat Nakba.
It just says
Thanks, bro, med love and respect.
Channels or whatever. Oh, my mom's not home yet. That was Lusta.
Mr. Blue
in
313
the
says
kitchen.
Finn. Say hi to the folks for me.
My mom's not home yet. My dad's in his bedroom. He's not doing that good. He didn't come out for breakfast this morning.
Mr. Blue 313 says
Hopefully
Finn.
he's better for lunch.
Hashtag Ostweek.
If she brings him out now, it's a good sign. So, we'll see. Alright. I will see you guys later. I got a few things I need to do. You guys take care.
Arafat Nakba. Does he take any vitamins?
Yeah, my mom gives him a whole bunch of vitamins. Thank you, Arafat Nakba and Bad Bad Blue Jaws, for the very nice comments. They give him a bunch of chewable vitamins every morning, multivitamins, and he has probably high blood pressure. I don't know what else. It's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
That's very good.
They're gummies. They're gummies. But he's losing his teeth and he's losing his ability to eat them. You know, it's like they stopped giving him eggs because he can't chew his. They say he can't chew his food in the morning. I was like, okay, eggs.
Arafat Nakba. He's 92 with real teeth.
He's 90. He's 90 with. He's losing his teeth, but yes, he's the teeth that he has left are his teeth. He's lost a lot of teeth. So we shall see, man.
Arafat Nakba. Can they be crowned?
My mom said she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to bring him out of the house to a dentist or any of that shit. Just very, just very worried about using anesthesia on him or anything. She's got her reasons. Me personally, if the decision was up to me, it'd be different. But she's the one in charge, bro. There might not be anything you could do, I don't know. Anyway. These fans are great. Yeah, my freaking... Whatever. I got nothing to say.
Arafat Nakba. My buddy Henry Danson is very expensive, but he is amazing.
Hell yeah. It's so hot outside, I wanted to die. When I walked my dog this morning, I was like, I can't live anymore. This is too hot, man. You don't even understand. This old man was jogging, he was walking. He had little headphones on. He said, hey, good morning. I was like, good morning. He's like, he's like, beautiful today. I go, beautiful and hot. And he said, so I settled for just beautiful. I said, I know, right? He goes, it's like, it's all this humidity, he says. And then he said, there's no wind. It's completely, and he said one other thing, and I was like, I was completely sweating. I hadn't taken a shower yet. I took the dog out before I took a shower, and I'm so glad I did. It's like you're just waiting, and the sun.
Arafat Nakba.
The sun
Still
was
air is vicious.
beating down on us. There was no shade anywhere around, and we were out in the middle of the street, just getting the sun beating down on us, man. It was just torture. I'm telling you, I worked out in this shit yesterday. It's rough. I did a whole bunch of work, man. I was filling in this crevice that was done by this water damage because my neighbors, not my neighbors, my neighborhood put in a fucking speed bump near my house, and it forces all the water onto our property and erodes it into the creek. So I built a curb, and my curb stops the water from going down there, and now I'm been systematically filling it back up with dirt, whenever I get when my back and my arms and my shoulders and my elbows and my wrists and my fingers and the arthritis all over my body heals in between, doing a day's worth of this work, which I have to do. I gotta rest after I do it. I had to literally get in a hot bathtub yesterday and soak. I was like, I wanted to get in bed, and I was like, it's not going to help me at all. I'm not tired, right? I was like, let me get in that hot water. I got in the hot water, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I needed, man. I was fine, just a few minutes. I got up, took a quick shower, and I was okay, but I was paying for it for the rest of the day, for sure. And this morning I went out there when I told you it was super hot, and I went over to that area where I put all that dirt, and I looked at it, and I went over there, man, yesterday when I did it, I took the wheelbarrow, and I rolled the wheelbarrow up over the dirt to push it down, because there's logs under there, and I want to get as much dirt and debris down around those logs as possible, so it all fills in, so even if it rains a whole bunch on it, it doesn't erode the dirt down to where those logs are. So I want to put plenty of dirt in there before the grass grows over it. My whole plan is we've got
after building box at FedEx to ship the axe, I was immobile for the rest of the week.
Yeah, right. Hard work will do that to you. We've got so much grass in this yard. I'm going to take some grass and put it over there and sod it myself, but not in this weather, not today. But it's going to be really easy to do. Yeah, so anyway, you guys, thanks for watching my show. I will see you later. Today, most likely. Check your coffee. It's gone. You guys, thank you for watching. And I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. Like I said, you guys should go to Twitter and check that shit out, what I'm talking about. You'll see it when you go there. Go check out all my posts. Look at the responses to my posts. All right. Bye, guys.